Hey guys, it's Cameron Bobier. Thanks for watching MotoAmerica on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and like the channel.
18 laps, race number 1. Revs are up, lights on. Now we're away as Michael Gilbert from the front row on the 55 coming back from injury. He got a great launch, and it looks like Gilbert is going to be second place is Xavi Forés. What a start he got. Gilbert trying to go up the inside as they head to the top of the hill. It's Gilbert who wants the clean air, but he's side by side with Forés. And not his first run, by the way, Xavi Forés here at Road Atlanta.
So he went up that hill. I think he snuck up the inside of Mesa through the middle of turn 1. Hayes gets himself into second now as he looks to go up the inside. Michael Gilbert in turn 5, so they're chasing this Ducati down the best they can. Hayes is on a flyer. He did exactly what he said he needed to do.
What a launch by Xavi Forés. The 37 of Mesa on that green and black Kawasaki. Looks like he had a notion.
We have a Ducati, we have Kawasaki, and we have a Yamaha all at the front of this pack right now. And Josh Hayes, you know where he likes to go. He likes to lead. He's got a lot of laps here, and he's going to stuff it down the inside of Xavi Forés as they go down into turn 10. Looks like Jarrett Nassani with a problem there on the 59 on the left-hand side of our screen. But Josh Hayes coming down the hill to lead the first lap.
So the Squid Hunter Yamaha R6 has the lead, but here comes Xavi Forés. That's a bold move under braking as Hayes looks over his shoulder and said, where did that come from? All the while, this dicing is given the Vision Wheel M4 X-Star Suzuki riders. That's the right part of your screen. No, it's got to be Forés.
Yeah, this pass here really surprised Hayes, I think, as he lost a lot of drive on the exit as well. And you can see Mesa there on the 37. He runs it out.
Yeah, at one time he gave it a go at Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta some years ago. So Xavi Forés on that Warhorse HSBK Racing Ducati. Oh!
That was big. He lost the front big time in the middle of turn 7. I know you were looking at your notes for just a second.
I just saw the whole thing, yeah.
Xavi Forés loses the front, loses all his drive. Michael Gilbert now closing up onto the back of both him and Hayes as they come down into this break-in area. And Stefano Mesa leading the way. Mesa is taking another look, and this is on the left-hand side of your screen. Watch that front wheel, goes over a small bump. He loses the front, which loses the rear.
And you can see
see how many people are in the dance party there, you know?
Yeah, look at those GSXR 750s. Michael Gilbert back there on the 55 is starting to lose touch on that Michael Gilbert Racing GSXR 750. But he's got a good draft with Hayes. Forés down the hill. And just look, that bike, that Ducati looks very stable under hard brake. Trying to stay in tow, trying to follow his teammate Tyler Scott, who just went fastest lap of the race, 1:30.1. Now, we're looking at Stefano Mesa, who goes really well here at Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta. You're looking at a Ducati Panigale V2, one of the next generation bikes in Supersport. Then you have your more traditional Kawasaki ZX6R, that's a 636 displacement. And then the bike that actually sets the benchmark for performance for all these bikes that are balanced is the Yamaha R6 of Josh Hayes. And then you have a trio of GSXR 750s that are next gen. Part of what Xavi Forés knows from World Endurance experience that definitely pays dividends and gets you results. So now we have a pack of 5 with just off the back is the 70. He's right there. There's Josh Hayes making a move.
You know, with 9 laps in, we're halfway through. Josh looks like he wants to take a shot on the brakes here as they come down into turn 10, and he's going to do it right now.
Pass for the lead, Josh Hayes, Squid Hunter, Yamaha R6. So there goes Josh Hayes going after that all-time win record across all categories in AMA racing. Only 2/10 off the fastest lap of the race for Hayes.
The other thing you got to think about too is Xavi Forés not just getting used to new bike and new track, he's getting used to riding against new people.
And Josh Hayes, of course, being a wily veteran at this pro level. He's been a pro racer for a long time. Don't forget, he started racing club races all the way back in the early 90s. 92, 93-ish, and he's done a bazillion laps around this racetrack and loves it. Look at Forés.
Wow.
That isn't even Hayes leaving the door open. That's Forés just getting there.
He had a pretty big gap, but it wasn't big enough for that Ducati to not go by him. But look at the R6. He's got some wheels underneath him, this Josh Hayes, and this time he's going to put himself in a position to go through and go by. And what he did there, Greg, is he pulled up alongside and dictated who was going to get to that apex first. He didn't have to go past Forés, but he got up alongside of him, squeezed that lever on, and didn't allow Forés to go by. And Forés is going to do the favor right back at him.
I am surprised that Forés did that again. So now next is the 25 We'll see if 25 is going to be able to get some good timing as they go side by side. Our leaders, the 12 and the 4, but Flores so deep on the brakes.
But look at Ty Scott, Greg. He's closed up on the back of these guys again. So the number 70, Relentless, just trying to stay there. I'm looking at the splits in this first little sector. We'll have a look.
Oh, and Flores with a big mistake.
Yep.
Big mistake on the front end. Another save. He looks over his shoulder, and now it's about Ty Scott.
That's going to be the big benefactor right there, because what that did is it slowed those two up as they came out of turn 7, and the 70 is going to lead as they come down that back straightaway. Flores is going to do everything he can to outbrake Scott as they get down into this section. Turn 10, we've seen him strong the whole time, and he does get past. Now that, unfortunately, was really bad for Hayes that Flores made that mistake, because Josh has been showing that he can stay in that draft, and that actually screwed him up a little bit on the 4.
Here comes the white flag. This is the final lap. And all the while, Mesa is still in the mix. He's right there on that Tytler Cycles Kawasaki. But it's Flores deep into turn 1, trying to get it turned. We'll see what Hayes has coming up the hill. That tighter line, that good drive. Now, Ty Scott's got a good one as well. So Hayes not able to make up a ton of time. This is the section of the track where Ty Scott had some issues the lap before. Gets it nice and clean there. Now we're going to see a couple next-gen bikes going at it.
Yeah, we got 4 brands at the front. I mean, I just love seeing that we've got, you know, 4 different manufacturers represented here, and now we're going to see if the 750 has anything for that Ducati as they go down the back straightaway. He's closed up onto the back of Xavi Flores. Josh was extremely fast up through 1, but lost a little time, hasn't he, Greg, through the run down through the S's. And I don't know if the R6 actually has the wheels to draft past both of these bikes, but we're going to see right now. Mesa, again, he's going to be trying to draft Josh as well.
Here we go, final time down the back straightaway for Supersport, and Mesa goes around Hayes for 3rd spot. Here comes Ty Scott. He goes around for the lead, but this is where Flores has been so strong. Is Scott going to try to protect the inside? There's not enough inside to protect. There goes Flores around. Hayes goes up the inside of Mesa as well. So it's Flores who's going to head down the hill, and he's been the strongest all day. Is Xavi Flores going to show up here in America and win his first Supersport race in his first attempt? Out of the final corner, Flores hard on the gas. He's driving towards finish line around lap traffic, and he barely makes it.
Wow.
He squeaks it out by 41 thousandths of a second. It's Xavi Flores over Ty Scott, Josh Hayes in 3rd, Mesa in 4th. As we wait the arrival of Michael Gilbert on his return.
What a win for Xavi Flores. You can see he barely beat Scott across the line. Welcome to America.